Good evening. I'm Harry Keeling, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. Our guest this evening is Danielle Troll. Danielle was on last time and started telling a pretty incredible story of how she got into flying, how she's running a business called Zeta Air Service, and it's pretty much a one-person show, but her ideas and her vision and her dedication to the goal she sets, pretty amazing. So we're going to pick it up there. Danielle, welcome back.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your business. I got the impression you really enjoy the challenge of the business.
Yeah. Probably the biggest challenge I face is with the weather, just being able to be a reliable service, which is almost impossible, but I try my best at that, and that's one big challenge. But also a big challenge that I've faced is in management and managing people and in leadership. Of course, you want everyone to do their job perfectly, but that doesn't always happen, and having to confront people and has been a challenge for me.
Well, you and I've talked about this, and I found your understanding of management and leadership to be very, very mature and very thoughtful. You had mentioned, in fact, a concept of servant leadership. Talk about that.
Yeah, servant leadership is really important to me, and it means to me it's an attitude of humility. It's that you haven't climbed so far up the ladder that you're too cool to help the lowest person working under you. And it's important for businesses to have those people to run efficiently, but if you're too cool to pick up a piece of trash or, I don't know, clean the bathroom or something like that, as an example, it's an attitude of humility and taking care of your team.
So you mentioned weather as a challenge, something that all of us pilots face, and I think you've got a pretty good understanding of risk management and what you need to do. One of the questions I always ask my guests is, what one thing would you say if we did it differently would make flying safer in Alaska?
I think if we slow down and not be in a hurry and do what we know we're supposed to do, don't be lazy, do the steps, and don't skip over stuff, because what if this time that you skipped that is the time that something goes wrong? And when something does go wrong and you know that you did what you were supposed to do, that confidence that you have helps a lot. And I mean, obviously then you don't feel that guilt of, what if I did what I was supposed to do and then maybe this wouldn't have happened? So I think just don't be lazy, do what you know you need to do, and what you learned, and when you're making that decision, just do it.
And take your time doing
it.
Those are good words. So I consider you successful. I think you've taken some bold steps, and I think you've got a bright future ahead of you. What advice would you give to young men and women out in the audience about if they were contemplating doing something similar?
Well, it's really important to get as much information as you can. Everyone's going to have a different opinion, but it's good to get that information, those opinions, and weigh the knowledge that you can, or gain that knowledge from others, and use your discernment and make a decision based on what you think is best for your goals. So.
Good. Anything else you'd like to add?
About anything specific?
I mean, gosh, you've talked about your business, and I guess let me ask a little bit different question. Where do you see yourself? And you and I didn't talk about this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's really hard, because I wouldn't have imagined that I would be doing this a year ago.
Yeah.
I definitely have goals for the business that I'm going to work toward, but I have no idea what I'm going to be doing even a year from now, but I'll just take it one day at a time and see what happens.
Well, I can say with a lot of confidence, I think you'll be successful.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the program tonight.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And as I've said before, often, this program, Hangar Flying, is brought to you by the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, which is totally dependent on member support. Your membership keeps programs like this going. So if you are not a member, please go to our website. You can sign up there. It's $35 a year for individuals and $110 for corporations. We need your help. We need your support. And so that we can bring programs like this, so that we can bring programs like the very recent Seaplane Seminar, our scholarships, the other things the Safety Foundation does. So please help us out, and until next time, fly safe.